So this is the wrap-up for the live market open for June 9th. It's Thursday, and things are moving. First of all, the dollar sell-off continues. It changes a bit now as we speak, so slightly, but in general, the dollar remains weak after the non-farm payrolls and Yellen's speech. Now we're seeing a very minimal correction. The QE stands out. Why? Because the RBNZ not only did they refrain from cutting rates, they were relatively upbeat about the economy, local one, relatively upbeat about the global economy, and also didn't express their desire for a weaker QE. A small change in syntax there, okay, in the wording of the statement. Oil breaks resistance. It's sliding a bit now, but it's trading above the October 2015 high at the highest level since July 2015. Brexit quiet on the UK front, no new polls. And if you're listening to us and you're in the UK and haven't registered yet, you should do it by midnight UK time tonight. So go out and vote, whatever your vote may be. Data yesterday was not that significant, well, apart from the RBNZ. I would say that what I found significant was the rise in production of oil in the United States. That's a shift, hasn't been seen in markets because, well, the level of crude in inventories fell, there are problems in Nigeria, so oil is well supported. And US data was also positive, didn't have an impact. The JOLTS report that the Fed cares about was, well, I mean, not overly huge positive surprise, but slightly better than expected. Today on the agenda, well, let's look at the charts first. So we are seeing some strengthening of the US dollar, minimal against the euro. Euro dollar was rejected from resistance at 114.10, further resistance 114.60, support 113.35, 112.50. The pound is sliding. As far as I know, no new polls, just the ongoing pressure. 144, 143, 70 support, 145.80, 146.50 resistance. Dollar yen, quite a move to the downside. I would say risk off. It didn't manage to conquer 107.65, support 106.10, 105.50. Dollar CAD a bit rising a bit. Well, it managed to break under 107.50, which was a clear separator of ranges. 107.50 remains resistance if we have oil prices falling, and then followed by 128.30 support, 126.30, and 125. Aussie dollar 74.50 at the moment, sliding in range. 74.40 works as support, 75 is resistance. So far rejected at resistance. High resistance 73.30, 75.30, and 76, support 73.75. And the star of the day, the Kiwi flying higher, correcting just a bit, 20 pips from off the highs. 71.27 is the current level. 71.70 is an old line of resistance. Support at the double top, the previous double top of 70.50. Quite an interesting move there on the Kiwi. Events for today. We have, as we speak, we have a speech by Draghi. It turns out into a non-event. In terms of markets, maybe important politically, he urges governments to do more. German trade balance, well, on one hand, it came out in higher surplus. Euro positive, on the other hand, because of less activity, less imports, not so good. UK trade balance is expected to show a drop of, a deficit of 11 billion once again. Shouldn't have too much of an impact, but it will be used by all sides in the Brexit debate. 12:30 GMT jobless claims, the weekly barometer from the United States, should show that things are okay. Canadian new home price index at the same time. More importantly, in Canada, a speech by Stephen Pelosi, the governor of the Bank of Canada, alongside the release of their report. Let's see how they view the economy. They were very optimistic early in the year, then not so much. Let's see what the mood swings in Ottawa are now. And talk a bit about tomorrow's events. The focus is on dollar CAD in terms of indicators, but I'm sure we'll have fresh opinion polls also in the UK. Canadian jobs reports at 12:30 GMT, always a big market mover for CAD. And at 2 GMT, the last event of the week, can have sort of the last word, the consumer sentiment, not expected to change much, but you never know. Okay. Another comment here, many algos have 34 EMA, 89 EMA. Hey, moving average. Okay, some comments between you guys. Yeah, so that's it for today. As I said, there will be no show tomorrow. I'm going to be traveling, but stay tuned for coverage of the Fed decision Wednesday, June 15th. Valeria Bednarek, Mauricio Carrillo, and myself will be back. I'll be back for this live coverage. Perhaps once again next week, perhaps not. I'll, of course, stay tuned, follow FX Street. And then towards the referendum, we'll have a before and after, okay? I found yesterday I sent Mauricio very nice headlines, I think, in my opinion. Nice headlines for the before and after of the referendum. And yeah, so that's it. So everybody, I wish everybody a safe and successful day today. Tomorrow, a great weekend, great week next week. As always, the show is available for rerun. So is the wrap-up and the preview for next week, which includes a hefty segment about the Fed decision, undoubtedly the big event, even though there's no rate hike on the agenda. Yeah, so that's it for today. We'll stay in touch. Have a great day today, tomorrow, weekend. Hope to see you all in the live coverage next week. So that's it. Thank you and bye-bye.